Hello, Kiros.
Hello, John Tabin. Looks like we are set to go with another edition of SG21 Zelda 1 Randomizer.
Yes, this is a race between FurySK and ChronoJJ. FurySK, accomplished Z1R runner. He won the Swordless tournament a couple years ago. ChronoJJ has been around the pretty experienced runner, been around the game a lot, so should be a good match. Nice late night entertainment tonight for us.
We are in the group stages of the tournament. So after the conclusion of each group, the winners of each group will go on to a best of 3 bracket with all the other group winners. Let's see. We should be going about 1 minute from now.
Yes, they've actually already begun, but they're about 15 minutes delayed. So in real time, they've been running for 14 minutes. So we should see them on stream running about 50 seconds now.
Yep. So for those of you who are not too familiar with the SG21 flag set, one of the new features we have is we're implementing the overworld blocks for dungeons are required. There will be at least one dungeon or the White Sword Cave that will be blocked by one of the dungeon items.
Yeah, meaning the raft, the recorder, the power bracelet,
or the ladder.
Or the ladder, yeah, because we're dealing with Second Quest Overworld, so the river spots are there. There are more whistle spots. There's less money as well. Dungeon Heart Shuffle is off, so there will only be shuffled floor items in levels 1 and 2. And Shapes Dungeon, so the shapes are randomized as well.
The book is an atlas. Very useful thing to have. And then the wood sword can be blocked by the Armos item.
Yes, that's a fun one too. Yeah, and also if the Armos item is the ladder and the coast item is something that opens a cave, then that can also be the wood sword. So in very rare occasions, if you have a red candle on the coast and a ladder under the Armos, you can actually have the wood sword under a burn bush, which is.
And we are go.
Yep, they're off
in the dead woods. Level 1. All right. Right at level 3 location.
Yeah.
And an immediate drop that is possibly some meets our requirement for a world block.
Yeah. And like both of them are choosing to just grab that raft and go, which makes perfect sense. They have no swords, so they're not going to get much further in there.
Yeah, it'd be tough to even navigate along that NSU room. 13 for bombs, not too bad. Fairly close to start, but not super close. Because it is kind of blocked off by the lost portion of the woods.
Fury is solving the Lost Woods puzzle.
Immediate check to this item. Power bracelet.
Okay, so we got power bracelet on the coast.
Raft already in
raft in hand. So
16 for the little.
Yeah, not the worst, but not great.
Well, it's better than average. And a max mid. We are not that terrible on money today. Fury gets killed on the blue ring shop Armo screen.
And ChronoJJ finds the sword.
Hint cave.
Mm-hmm.
Or I think that's the...
It's a magical sword hint, Vanilla.
Yeah.
So, talk to the old man in the grave.
Mm-hmm. And a white sword on the raft, which meets our minimum. Doesn't mean that's the only one.
Ooh, and we got Wizropes on the overworld. A double-edged sword. Because it does mean there won't be Wizropes in dungeons, but it also means that it's easier to die on the overworld. And
we got second quest monsters in this flag set, including the super ropes on the overworld. $79 for a candle. That's pretty expensive.
Question chat about what Fury's sprite is. I actually don't know. He usually plays as the Trogdor sprite, but it's something else tonight.
I've seen it before, but not sure what it is. Alright. Both in back to level 1 with a little bit of offense. Ooh, Fury runs out of bombs. I'll have to come back.
Hey, we got a segmented level 1.
Hi, Goma. Find the bomb wall game.
Yeah, I would have just up out of that and saved the last couple bombs, but he took a gamble and did not pay off.
Yep.
Oh, actually, he may have explored enough that if he couldn't find the bomb hole, he couldn't do anything else, so maybe it made sense. Alright, quick bomb farm on the overworld, and we're back in.
Yeah, those blue bombs are pretty handy close by. But there is no key to get through that first key door. Can't even canana it.
Yeah.
And Fury also says, "Hi, Goma." And he also has 2 bombs, and also misses.
Most walls in level 1 are bombable, but we are just not finding the path. I think those 3 rooms might be the entire segment, and then the way out from the Goma is a mystery still.
Well, I think we saw everything but up.
Yeah. $66 wood arrows, 79 blue candle.
you spend all your money right now for a candle, or do you?
Yeah, I mean that's a tough one. I would, if I had the money, I think I'd probably check a couple more caves just to see if there's a take any right in the neighborhood. But the candle's so valuable that
Yeah, because I mean, you're missing out a lot of exploration right now just because you don't have that candle.
And ChronoJJ finds a little more money and goes back for it, which I think is the correct play. As annoying as it is to surrender that many rupees.
Especially when you know you got access to an early white sword. You just need a 1 to 3 more hearts.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so you're gonna want those take any hearts if you find them. Blue ring.
Running out of Armo spots.
Fury also buying his candle.
Yeah, most seeds, when it's that expensive, you already got 1 or 2 take any's to choose from. Nope. Not today. Oh, that is the ladder. Wow. Now, we already found the wood sword.
Unfortunately, we already have the wood sword,
so we actually got that little niche opportunity to no
could have
troll
had a power
today.
bracelet wood sword, but
Ooh, look at all those blue wizards there.
yeah.
There's lots of death right now. There's
laughing at the screen. Yeah.
No rings, no extra hearts.
No.
Oh, look at the gels rolled up. So we got monsters and enemies and bosses are all plus or minus 2 today. So we got things like super gels. Although I believe the gels that split off the Zols were not hard to kill.
Yeah, those are 2 different enemies from the game's perspective, even though they look exactly the same.
Whereas the keys, they actually nicely color them for you.
Yeah, and even more surprisingly, the fast and slow Octoroks are 2 different enemies, so they can have different HP rolls.
Yes.
Oh, Fury Kanana King here is nicely done. Question chat, what are the settings? We can
go over that one more time. It is a special flag set for SGLIVE 2021. It is a preset in the randomizer. It is a
mixed quest, second overworld, meaning mixed quest meaning first and second quest. The caves that only exist in first or only exist in second quest may or may not be there. The second meaning there will be second quest money, meaning only 1 big secret. Shapes dungeons, community hints, meaning hints will not be useful. Full start shuffle, some other highlights. Forced overworld blocks is the new one, which has just been added to the randomizer for this tournament, which means it's guaranteed that at least 1 level or the white sword item will be item blocked. And we have already found a raft blocked white sword, so it's possible the levels will be accessible, but still more likely than not we'll need something besides the bow and silvers to complete the seed.
FurySK getting first on the board with the Triforce out of level 4.
Yeah, and did he dig the item there, or did he just skip out on it and catch it?
We haven't found that yet.
Okay, so oh, he's going back in. Got it.
He wants bombs.
Oh, he's trying to. Yeah, he wants bombs.
Well, single pathway going right now. ChronoJJ on a four-headed Gleeok.
Yeah.
Not so bad as long as you keep those sword beams, but once you start slicing off a head, whew, they're gonna be in the way.
Yeah, and obviously the grid room restricts your movement a lot.
Fury finding a staircase.
Looks like the Gleeok rolled down a little bit though, so those heads are not like. But can get the last one.
And Fury has full access to the overworld now. He just needs to go pick up that power bracelet.
Oh yeah. And the recorder also means that if you do want to gamble on a level, it's a lower risk because you can always whistle back, and if you skip an item.
So our last important item to be located is the bow. And of course the silver arrows, which may be in level 9 as well. Oh, there's a door repair. The infamous knee. Which I think the only one shorter is the single exclamation point.
Yeah, there's an exclamation point and I think a question mark, but when there's a very short door, in case anyone is an absolute... Okay, someone says he's an absolute noob in chat, so we can just explain this. If the door repair's long, you can up A out while the old man's talking and take your money, and he won't take your money. But if it's very short, then
as soon as he finishes his whatever statement is there, it will start taking away the money, and that's too late.
Yeah,
so
and even if you up A after you continue, it will keep taking your money once the countdown started. So the length of the message matters a bit for the door repairs.
There are even door repair messages that say, "Link, quick, turn off the console." There's that power bracelet pickup. Expect another raft check up here. Multipass. That is actually a shorter take any message I've seen before.
Go? Yeah.
Feeling Coke or Pepsi today, John?
Oh, I didn't see the prices. Were they?
Oh, that was just a letter.
Oh. Yeah, well, until you see the prices, you don't know, right? It could be...
Level 9, power bracelet blocked.
And Fury taking a peek in.
Yeah. Maybe trying to hear a early roar.
Hear an early roar, see which directions they go. Yep. Depending on how you track it, may be more or less useful to actually take that extra 15 seconds.
Level 3, real close by. Just a bomb hole away.
And happened to be, because of the direction he came, the bomb hole inside was open for him.
How about that enemy combination?
Meanwhile, ChronoJJ is really getting... having a lot of trouble with this overworld. I know some people disagree with me, but I actually would rather have a room full of wizards to fight through in a dungeon somewhere than have to dodge them in the overworld. I'll see. Some people are like, I love it when I see the wizards on the overworld because I'll never ever have to fight wizards, but dodging them's hard too. Now, overworld deaths can add up fast.
Now, what if you were doing swordless?
Well, I mean, yeah, that's a little different.
Then I'd rather have those wizards up on the overworld all day long.
I mean, even then, I think I'm better at placing bombs around Wizardobes and dodging them, but on the overworld, just because they're so unpredictable. But
Here's our map for level 3. It's kind of a question mark. There's our first heart container of the game.
yeah. Now, ChronoJJ has seen the white sword. It's not particularly close, though. If it were in the same section of the map, I would immediately check with 4 hearts, but...
I don't know, what an arrow purchase? What do we got here for Fury? The
Any
magical key.
Nice. So, key's no longer a problem, which will...
That door in level 1? No problem. Don't have to buy a key to get in there. Or save one from another level. And we don't know what our muggers will say today.
I mean, question in chat, what do you mean if they're wizards on the overworld, they won't be in dungeons? Well, I mean if they're on the overworld, they won't be in dungeons, and vice versa. The enemy sets can't... The overworld enemy set is separate from the dungeon enemy sets, and when the randomizer shuffles them around, it's like in the thing, imagine in the vanilla game, you see wizards in level 6 and level 9, well, the randomizer shifts them around, and if it shifts them into the overworld group, it's not also going to shift them into one of the level groups, if that makes sense.
Fortunately, ChronoJJ does not have that ladder or the power bracelet that it unlocks, so be able to find that level 3, but not level 9. As I said, what an enemy combo.
Yeah, this is, yeah, I think this is the, first quest 5 / second quest 4 enemy combo, the Darknets plus, Gibdos plus, Pole's Voice.
In the other room, we had, Tektites thrown in.
Yeah, that is, yeah, that's new. I don't know enough about the randomizer, how the randomizer works to know. Maybe it replaces the Zols with Tektites or something when it does that.
The Pole's Voice was not in that one room.
No, I just meant in terms of like the enemy group in the.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Because obviously Tektites are not in dungeons in the game. They are in the randomizer. And
Tektites are very annoying.
Yeah, which has some really strange results sometimes. They'll like jump into walls and get stuck and funny things like that.
That's why we don't have P-hats underground anymore.
Yes, there was a version of the randomizer that had P-hats in dungeons, and it was pretty hilarious when someone got shuttered into a room and was at the mercy of a P-hat, of whether the P-hats decided to randomly stop, but because you can't kill P-hats while they're moving.
And this Gibdos kind of digested a Triforce, so
yep.
Fury picks it up for level 3.
Well, it was hilarious if you were watching. If you're playing, it was a little, a little less popular.
Yeah, Tektites can go off the screen and make you just like, nah. Alright. Level 5. And a little cluster of dungeons in this corner of the map. ChronoJJ wishing he had beam swords. Ladder block, but might be a workaround. Staircase for Fury. It is a transport.
Why'd he leave and come back into level 5? Well, if there's a glitch in the game, which in the vanilla game only works in first quest level 1, but in Randomizer is pretty common. The game gets confused about when you're entering an overworld screen and a dungeon entrance, so key doors and bomb holes will open as if you had come in from the direction you came. So often people will leave and come back to see if the top wall opens, or the top key door, or to open the top key door if it's a key door.
Same kind of concept for the what they call a Kanana key, where when you manage to sneak through a key door and you return right back through it, it thinks, oh, this door should have been open.
I mean, it's the same kind of concept in the sense that they're both glitches, but they're kind of different. The Kanana key is an interesting one. For some reason, for that second when the game can't tell that the doors aren't open for the second when something's.
I was talking about when you return back through the key door. It uses the
sure.
same concept.
It locks it in, right? Oh, that part. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
yeah. You're getting through is a different glitch, but coming back through it's keeping it open.
Yeah, it just stores it as an open door, basically. So,
So I think that bottom left, that bottom section of level 3 is definitely ladder blocked because of that shoot room.
Oh, where was the any key? Was it there, or was it? I think it was down there, wasn't it? That's going to be really frustrating if he misses the key because of that. But
send help.
Here he grabs his Triforce out of 5. Is he going back in for the item? He's not.
Yeah, I'm not sure if ChronoJJ died on the way to that screen for the Armos item, but it's definitely hurting right now that he does not have that.
Yeah, I mean, and it's a cascade effect. Since he doesn't have the ladder, he's not going to get the any key. He's going to be blocked out of key stuff later, and then maybe the keys are free. Sometimes it just depends how things roll, but. On the other hand, if the bow and silvers don't present themselves early, this would be one of the first places you come to redig. If it says in your notes that I left the item in level 3 because I think it's ladder blocked, so may or may not matter that much. Now, something a little bit under the hood about the game that apparently ChronoJJ doesn't know about. The hitboxes on Gibdos are skewed, so he didn't actually need to bomb that Gibdo to get the Triforce. He just needed to approach it from the top. Because approaching it from the bottom would have killed him. But it worked out anyway. He's got it. He's done with 3. For now. But yeah, with the ladder under the Armos, I think digging these dungeons ladderless is gonna hurt ChronoJJ a lot, and I think Fury's lead is going to. I mean, the best hope for ChronoJJ is that none of the ladder blocks matter until after he makes his way back to that Armos. That's right, Power Bracelet was required for 9, so he can't. He will have to get the ladder out of the Armos because the Power Bracelet's on the coast. So
big money, 148.
Ooh, yeah. But for second quest money, having nearly maximum big secret is best you can get, because you're not gonna have more than one of those.
And it starts to trickle away now.
Well, yeah, I mean, you didn't think you're going to keep it forever. Neat. I think the first bomb was good, but Fury wanted to double check it. Those river spots are only in second quest, so that's why... that's why one of them opened and one of them didn't, but... Yeah, we're not sure what sprite Fury's played in with. It's a custom sprite that I haven't seen before. Fury back in 1, he will be able to get through the key door now.
How long will Fury stay on 3 hearts? There is the advantage of being able to continue into a beam sword. And he definitely doesn't feel like... He definitely knows he doesn't need to have the white sword.
Yeah. Dungeon Heart Shuffle is off with these flags, so... Because most of the floor items are just going to be hearts because they're not shuffled, a lot of people don't dig the floor items, so inevitably you end up with fewer hearts unless you're actively looking for them. Whereas if heart shuffle's on, then some of the items in basements are going to be hearts. Some of you're going to need to clear rooms because they might be items, and you're just going to get more hearts anyway.
Buyers definitely not rolling up because they're going down the bombs. Fury did get his heart. Red candle. Very valuable because second quest enemies gives us red bubbles.
Yes.
And you can damage boost past them.
What's the red bubble flag in this one?
It's always swordless.
Always swordless. Okay.
Yeah, there are other options available in Randomizer, such as reverse control and slow down. But we are only playing with the default of swordless.
Yeah, which I think unless you're actually playing a swordless seed, the extra bubble curses are a little bit much, but to each his own. And not something we need to worry about for this race.
5's no good.
Oh, 5 not enough for White Sword. Yeah.
That's right. Yep, ChronoJJ just trying that out and being very sad.
Has Fury even seen that? I would imagine that he would have gone past that island, but maybe I'm wrong.
I think he... Yeah, I'm pretty sure he checked it earlier, but he's not making it a priority. I mean, he just got his 4th heart container.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not. I was just wondering about it information-wise.
Alright, Triforce pickup for ChronoJJ at level 1.
Yeah.
Does he want to go in? Yes, he does.
Yeah, I mean, level 1's small and item dense. There are, a couple of items in here, so it doesn't make a lot of sense to to skip it early.
Bait pickup for Fury. May or may not need that, but got some money right now, might as well. Five hearts for Fury. He might make his way that way, but not right now. Oh, level 7 at the second quest 100 spot, if I remember correctly.
10 spot actually, but the second quest 100 spot is south of where the fairy fountain is. This is a 10 that's in both quests. But anyway, forget about what cave it is. So ChronoJJ spent a little bit of time in here and then bailed on it, which makes sense because it's 7 and it's huge, and he was even less well equipped then than he is now. But Fury's giving it a go. Try and wood sword down this Patra.
And he's edging towards that door. It's like, do I want to stay here? Oh, look at that map on level 1. Double single segments. Red candle for both our runners.
And Chad is convinced that Fury Sprite is from Oracle of Ages, so... ChronoJJ gonna finally get his white sword. He's got 6 hearts. That's the highest it can roll, and it is what it...
And Manhandla rolls up. 89 for some bombs, giving us +3.
Yeah. Yeah. So ChronoJJ joining Fury back in 7, where he's already done a little bit of exploration, and the White Sword will get him through some of the stuff faster, although he doesn't have the recorder, so he can't kill this room. Fury's about to find out what's under it.
Transport. Where do we go? This very snaked out level 7, all the way down to the very bottom.
And yes, both the price and the number of bombs you get is randomized. I forget what the range is. I think it can be between +2 and +6 or something like that.
Yeah, the bomb count's +2 to +6, and the price will be between 75 and 125.
Yeah. I had a +6 for 80 in a seed earlier today. That was nice.
means that transport's not super segmenting, except for this old man. So ChronoJJ will not be blocked out by that segment behind the Dig Dogger. $39 shy for that bomb. Ooh, red bubbles and and that is a hard ladder block right there. And another Dig Dogger with it's blocking a door. and another ladder block. Wow.
Yeah. At least he knows that the floor item's just a heart, so it's not something he'll have to redig unless the other item or the Triforce is behind there.
There are 3 different single rooms that he was not able to see in that area.
Yeah.
Because of ladder and recorder blocks.
Yeah, so he's gonna have to get that Armos eventually. Like you.
All right, door number 1. This looks like a potential stair item. Silver arrows. Oh my.
That's nice. I mean, obviously it's required to complete the seed, but also he won't have to ever spend money on wood arrows.
Level 7. Be doing level 7 things. Now the question is whether or not the Triforce is behind his Dig Dogger or behind the other ladder block. ChronoJJ over in the woods. Maybe he'll go up. Old man giving old man hints. Oh, and another ladder block too, so. So, yeah, even the recorder block had a ladder block for the Triforce. ChronoJJ in level 4.
Yeah, he's jumping into 4 before checking the other Armos that was one screen away. I can't remember if there was a ladder block in 4, but...
All right, ChronoJJ getting his recorder. Potion pickup for Fury. He's done with hearts. At least.
Well, he has enough for the white sword, which is the immediate concern, and the free potion has value, obviously. Fury's certainly getting slowed down a little bit by not having picked up that white sword in rooms like this, where it's going to take twice as many swings to clear these dark nuts, but don't know if it's going to be... don't know if the ChronoJJ's offense advantage is going to be enough to catch him up here at this point.
Oh, look. Another room full of blue dark nuts. Possibly hiding... Oh, no. It might just possibly just push Fox to open up the shutter. But that's the way he came.
ChronoJJ gets his recorder, or gets his Triforce out of 4, and I guess he picked up the recorder. I missed it. But...
He did.
yeah, so...
the bow.
The bow in 6.
Fury is in go mode. Just needs to figure out where level
Look
8?
at ChronoJJ. Look at ChronoJJ's face as he finds the ladder under the armos and realizes
like,
what has happened to him in the seat.
Like, I could have had this so long ago.
And you can go through in your head and sort of add up all the time you've lost from ladder blocks and how far behind you are. It's it's not a great feeling. So the
Fury's gonna need to find levels 2 and 8, having already been in the entrance of level 9. Triforce in 6 picked up. Six is a lot larger than what Fury showed us.
The ChronoJJ grabs the power bracelet off the coast and whistles away.
Doesn't need to be here. Probably gonna go level 3 to go find out what he missed.
Yeah. Or just go to other spots nearby. Well, 3 was right next to another level, wasn't it?
Level 5.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
but
go in and
level
grab
3 first.
Yeah. I mean, this makes sense. If this is the Bow or Silvers, and you know it's just a few rooms that are behind the ladder block, it'd be silly to save it for later. And he's down to 1 key, so the any key will not be at least not be making fun of him the way it sometimes does when you find it and you have 12 keys. But...
a welcome sight. as he doesn't die here first. Shutter door, not the block push to push, so he knows. This looks like a promising room. Fury re-entering level 4 for a second there.
Yeah, he was just reloading the screen. He's trying to farm bombs.
Right.
Yeah, because when you go from the dungeon to the overworld, all the overworld enemies respawn. Whereas if you just go to the next screen, they won't right away. So it's a good play. Clever.
ChronoJJ lighting the room on fire because he's half a heart. I think the majority of the spots that Fury hasn't checked out have been our Link West Death Mountain.
Yeah, which is funny because often Fury digs Death Mountain earlier than most runners, but it just hasn't worked out that way in the seed. It hasn't.
But here's level 2, another power bracelet block.
Just level 2 completed for Fury. He doesn't really need to dig the item.
Yep, there's a few nice to haves, but
yeah,
he doesn't care about nice to haves.
Surely a runner who did care more about Fury than nice to haves would have taken the extra like 30 seconds to go back to the White Sword by now, but he's just trying to find 8.
Question in chat is if we've had one hit and you die, that is known as Oko. The random percent tournament actually had that. No, wait, was that one of the advanced flags?
Yeah, and for like the finals, one of the possible flags was Oko. I don't know if we actually had a race with it.
Yeah, because I know Blackout was definitely one of the options, which is right off that same level.
Yeah, they had Blackout. They had. I mean, we haven't had a race like that in a while, but like many years ago, I know that people used to do vanilla Oko races where you just use the randomizer to generate an Oko ROM that was otherwise unrandomized, which is an interesting challenge, but...
And there are definitely runners who like to have Oko to race against other people planned out, and we salute them. ChronoJJ finds level 9. Alright, Fury, you already got a red potion. Okay, he's actually using his red potion. Or his potion to fill up.
Yeah.
like
not
like
making a play for Max here. He'd rather have the potion. Yeah.
Bomb shop at level 5. ChronoJJ gonna fill up here. So why that magical shield price? ChronoJJ picking up his big secret.
Yeah. No. Yes.
ChronoJJ also not really sure where that bomb hole is gonna pop up, which doesn't.
Yeah. If you never, if you haven't played Vanilla Second Quest a lot, it's hard to remember where the level 8 bomb holes are sometimes.
Forgotten Spot has mags.
No.
And
I don't think it's going to come into play here for because Magical Sword Vanilla 12 hearts, 10 to 14 in the randomizer, so probably not going to happen. Yeah, you go ahead and answer, chat.
Yeah, Chad's asking, this is a best of 1 in the group stages. Once the group stages are done, we will start having best of 3 matches. Fury finding level 8. And it is pink.
It was also in a Death Mountain bomb spot, so...
And book for level 8 and 9.
The book as Atlas map is the reason why he immediately got the map.
And I think Fury's on a boat.
And Fury really putting these silver arrows to work. Maybe that's why he hasn't really prioritized the white sword at all. He has pretty good offense for most enemies.
Oh shoot.
Clearing these Lionels will at least tell him what that floor drop is. It was a key. And
Hoping for a compass or Triforce.
yeah. But here's the Triforce. He's done with the Triforce, and he has the location of 9, so can't imagine he'd be heading anywhere else now.
Level 4 rap spot?
I mean, yeah, I would.
No.
I think maybe he never saw it, but I could be wrong. I never saw him check that spot, but maybe he did.
We'll ask him.
Yeah. All right. Now, in level 9, take a listen, because we are listening for a roar that will tell us that Ganon is nearby. Also looking for a shutter door that does not open when you clear the enemies, which would mean that Zelda's behind it. Not there. And,
Early map.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, because he got the book atlas.
This is quite the large level 9. I see 6 spots open in it. Giving us a wonderful 58 rooms. No, it's almost like before 7, 8, 9 shared 1 16x8 grid.
Yeah.
Alright. Ghost Heart in level 9.
Yep. Yeah, that is the heart from the coast, which the power bracelet was sitting on top of. The only, because dungeon heart shovels off, that's the only heart in the item pool. And there's a Zelda room, which means you can't really get anywhere in that direction.
Yeah, if we got a heart shuffle on, we don't normally track that.
And we got
Rupee bosses should have a roar.
And that bomb in the corner of this room means this will absolutely be a stair. I don't know if we've talked about this yet, but remove most open staircases is on, which means that the little bomb in the corner of a reverse C room is not a configuration in the vanilla game. What happened is one of the rooms, like the diamond that can have an item in the upper right corner, was replaced by the remove most open stairs flag and left the item there, which tells you that this will definitely push and definitely be a staircase.
Or repair at the grave. Whistle smut. No, Trails. We have not found Ganon or found Zelda. We found a heart.
Yep, that's it.
I assume ChronoJJ got that Triforce out of level 7.
I missed it, but
You got the silvers, so
I would imagine so. Like, let's see, that's some other reason for leaving. Yeah, chat confirming he did.
Fury says, I'll pay the bomb just to continue my progress. He already had the extras.
ChronoJJ is
pleasantly
eyebrows raised up.
surprised.
His
Pleasantly
eyebrows raised up, and
surprised. Yeah.
I mean, he processes it. Yes, this is a seed with the silvers and 7 and the bow and 6, which is
Rude.
yeah. Did he manage to make it past that? It was a really close call making it past that red bubble and keeping his sword. His face reflected that as well.
He's definitely does not seem to be real frequent user of the candle boost.
I'm almost certain we haven't heard a roar, and I don't think we've seen a shutter, the Zelda shutter either, so quite an involved 9 dig here.
It is a big 9, though.
Yeah.
Triforce 6 for ChronoJJ. Just needs that level 8 over in Death Mountain and level 2 over close to start.
Fortunately, he only has 1 bomb, so even though level 8 I think is 1 screen away, it doesn't make a lot of sense to go in that direction.
So he says, Forgotten Spot.
Yeah, and if you have 1 bomb in your next to the Forgotten Spot, it makes perfect sense to check there first, because
Wait, no,
because the reason it's
nine's
called
not good enough.
Yeah, he was not actually serious. I think he was just kind of wishing there, because maybe there's a glitch, you know? Maybe it accidentally allowed you to pick it up. But yeah, it's at least 10 hearts for the magical sword. But in any case, yeah, so what I was saying was, like, it makes sense to go that way, just because the reason it's called the Forgotten Spot is because it's kind of hard to route out, and it's kind of... So, if you have 1 bomb and you can knock that out, it's not going to be convenient to do another time. But unfortunately, it does mean he's not going to find level 8 right away. Oh, there's a roar. And here's Ganon. With Wood Sword, Ganon will take 15 hits.
Indeed.
And it's 2. Potion up. Working right. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, oh, that was a rough one. I think I'm pretty sure Fury actually read the Ganon pose and figured out where he was going to warp and caught the stun lock and did it very well. But then, just the rhythm was just a little bit off, and the fireball got in, and he was doing very well actually, right up until the death, which is why he got in potion. But you touch Ganon, it's 4 hearts with no ring, so... To make its way back for round 2.
Another uncomfortable room with the blue danger doodles, Landbolas. Because they go fast.
Trail saying in chat he might try a different path. The problem is there is no other path. There are 2 doors. There are 2 doors from start. One of them goes to a Zelda room, which is a dead end, and one of them goes this way. So it's a pretty forced path through here.
Red ring, level 2.
Yeah.
And a heart pickup, so he does have the minimum to try mags if so desired. But more importantly, you'd find that Triforce.
Yeah. Yeah, if he... Actually, going back for a mags check might serve him well, because that's not that far from where he needs to find level 8. So if he has most of these 11 bombs on him when he finishes level 2, he will... he might be pretty close to... I mean, obviously Fury's going to win the race, but for tiebreak purposes, a forfeit would be plus 30 on the winners. So he has an incentive... ChronoJJ has an incentive to keep going even if after Fury wins, assuming he thinks he can finish within a half hour, which he should be able to from here.
Talpo is very dangerous with second quest enemies turned on because they shoot the same swords as the Lionels.
Yep, which is such a kick in the face the first time you play second quest and you walk into level 1 and you see Stalfos, you know, the friendly level 1 enemies, boop, shooting Lionel beams at you. Welcome to second quest.
I mean, they even do a favor, like you go to the same place for level 1.
Alright, and we're back for round 2.
Fury's taking a hit, already in danger of a hug.
Take the potion, dude.
I guess he's like,
yeah. He's trying, if he needed to, the thing is, because he only has, 7 hearts, he can't get more than 1 Ganon Hug Grillet, or so
one Ganon Hug is all I think after, but
yeah.
Poof goes Ganon. Now to find the princess.
Yeah. And if he's seen the shutter, I missed it, so. But he's explored an awful lot of those 9.
But he checked the other Ganon door, so not likely he knew where it was.
No. And now, since Ganon is dead, the shutter will open immediately without the enemies dying. So we know, for example, this one isn't it.
But if you have a shutter that has bubbles or no enemies, actually, then it will open up, period. It's like, oh.
ChronoJJ back in Death Mountain, which is approximately the right place to be. He's probably about the last place he has left. Unfortunately, he's starting from the west, and the level 8 is sort of the eastmost part of West Death Mountain, depending on how you divide it in your head.
Second quest 9 opens up, but no dice. There's an open shutter door, but it just happened to have no enemies in it.
Oh, there it is.
On the other hand, that is a definite sign of a door blocking Zelda.
Yep. And get your GGs in chat for Fury of... Sorry, I opened the wrong window. Finishing with official time of 1:14:16. ChronoJJ is a couple checks away from finding 8, so he does have the solution.
How about those prizes? 51.57.
Yeah, I questioned the choice to buy a blue there, but I guess he already had a. I think he already had a blue in his inventory.
He had purchased one already.
Yeah.
And welcome back to the pink. Fury in his time off with the delay decides to...
Man.
Fury shaddied. Level 8 gives us the... Yeah, shaddied.
I was making fun of a friend in chat for his cannon fighting. And ChronoJJ gets the book out of 8.
And we welcome to the booth FurySK, our winner. GG, sir. Hello, Fury.
I manually dragged him up. There he is. Hey.
Ah. Might not have been quite ready yet.
Yeah. Yeah, because of the delay, the race finished 15 minutes ago. He only joined Discord recently, though, so... I don't know if he's having mic troubles or what.
What's up?
Hey.
Hello, Fury. GG, sir.
Thanks.
So, what was your overall impression of this seed?
I right ordered the Living Daylights out of it, but level 9 was a bit of a chore to get through, and then I think the only death I was actually upset about the whole race was the last one I took.
Yeah, that was a pretty tough overworld. We do have one question. Did you actually see that white sword?
Nope.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. Yeah, the white sword was the white sword item on the vanilla level 4 raft spot. So it was, you guys got the raft right away. So, and it was 6 hearts. ChronoJJ checked it a couple times, but we were wondering why you didn't go back there, and I thought maybe he didn't see it at all.
I've got the bomb spots at start, part of Candle Row. I only checked the one that was filled with blue whiz robes, and then I also don't have most of Western Death Mountain is completely emptied out, unchecked.
Yeah, a lot of times when you get like the raft right away, sometimes you prioritize the raft spots, but I guess it's just for whatever reason at the beginning of the seed it didn't work out that way for you, and you just never circled back to it.
Yeah, I think I went just across the opening caves after getting the wood sword. I don't think I ever went up there, and then
Yeah,
I think my route was just to get up to the northeast because I knew that the Armos was at that point 75% chance to be on that side of the overworld.
Yeah, and that really hurt ChronoJJ, as I think he already told you in chat, is that he didn't get to that Armos for a long time, and he hit a couple of ladder blocks that you breezed right through.
Yeah, there really wasn't a whole lot going on in any of the dungeons. A couple of interesting combat rooms, I guess. The one, I think the blue dark nuts were in 6 right after the bow.
Right,
just,
yeah, because
I couldn't. I couldn't believe just the item progression I got in this one, though. Very rarely do I have a chance to basically skip 2 and 5 without really even checking them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was those blue dark nut rooms that was like, man, yeah, where John was saying like he must not have seen that white sword because I'm sure it would have made it a lot easier there.
Yep, and apparently if I had dug level 2, I would have had another nice item for defense going to 9, but at that point you have pretty much everything you need. You don't have to really look for anything, but I think I was basically looking for level 8 and level 2 in go mode, so...
Yeah, when ChronoJJ got to 2, I think he kind of happened upon it, but he didn't... You found the Triforce faster than he did, and...
Yeah, he went completely different route. Got the heart, got the red ring, and then it's like, well, last room for the Triforce.
Yeah, I think I just went straight down. One of the rooms that was a bit annoying to get to had the compass, and it just said, "Hey, you just gotta go 1 room north to start." So, spent the last bomb, went up there, and then went and farmed. I think level 4 or something for some more bombs because I was out.
So, the rest of your group, what's it look like? Are you done? Got anything more?
Well, I am 2 and 1. I think my margin is. I think my time is minus 15 seconds basically for the tiebreaker. So add whatever I win by in this one to that, and that'll be the margin I have. It's up to Air to knock off Alsoa, but not by too much, or something like that. Alsoa is the one that's going to win the group if he wins. I think he races next week for his last race.
Also has a scheduled match versus Air on Tuesday evening.
Yeah, that should be a good one.
Yeah, not a lot of people that have gotten into the scene lately will recognize Air, but he's a.
Well, if you've ever heard a vanilla runner refer to the Air key, that's who they're talking about. It was his idea to route it in. So,
yep,
he's been around a long time in the Zelda 1 and Zelda 2 scenes.
Yep, but he disappeared from the randomizer scene, I think, right before I got started. But I saw him around a couple of races, and then here he is in 2021, coming back, got the itch again. And still pretty tough to beat. I think I only beat him by a couple minutes.
And of course, just to confirm, your sprite is indeed one of the NPCs from Oracle of Ages.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you weren't playing with the Trogdor tonight.
Nope.
Yeah.
Got the confirmation to go ahead that the sprite was good, so
Yeah.
swap back to the custom sprite for this one.
We had a lot of questions in chat about that, and I've never played really the Game Boy Color game, so I had no idea what it was.
Yeah, thankfully someone really creative in the Z1M1 scene put it together, and so I transported over and started a little touch-up work on it, and said I like it, so let's go with it. It looks like there is no other way through 9, though. This was a pretty long and tedious path to get through, especially with the start of it.
How much more left of level 90 did you have to explore before you found Zelda?
I think process of elimination was basically Ganon and Zelda had to be somewhere on the southwest side or just kind of approaching the southeast, because you couldn't really get anywhere from start to go west. You went north in the first story. You got to meet the Zelda's room with no Zelda. That turns you around pretty quick.
Here's Ganon for ChronoJJ.
Fury, did you open up that bomb wall in that room?
I think he came from the top, if I remember right.
Yeah, I didn't open up that bomb wall. I ended up going back into that room later via the shutter door, because I backtracked thinking maybe that southwest corner would be her location, and or the shutter door that I walked by would open back up, so...
And with 8 swings of the White Sword, Ganon has been defeated. So who's winning the late night run today?
It's... Well, our two schedules are pretty opposite of each other. So I think there's only maybe 2 or 3 days total that we could find times to race outside of really pushing it late. So a weekend late at night seemed not too bad for me, and he said he was good to go, so we went with it.
And get your GGs in chat for ChronoJJ. Finishing this one off with, what was the time? 1:28:24.
A 14-minute and 8-second difference for the tiebreaker involved. We get a mark done yet?
Oh.
Sure. You need to do that in order to get the invite. Let's see.
It looks like.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
marked done.
Yeah. I was going to say, it looks like it's marked. And yeah, J-Lo are. Yeah, shout outs, by the way, to J-Lo7 doing the tracking in the background. But so it should have sent Chrono a invitation, and I asked in the race room if he's joining us, but
He had a long wait, so he may.
Oh
have
yeah,
been...
he says, oh sorry, didn't see. So yeah, I guess he's on his way.
While he's getting it all set up, though, do want to give a shout out to all three of you, especially John Tabin for jumping in with about 25 minutes to go to help out, so that Kyros didn't have to solo. It's much appreciated.
Yeah, I had kind of caught a second win tonight, and I played a pickup race, and then Rick sent out the message, was like, "Can anyone do a midnight race commentary?" I was like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" So. And here is ChronoJJ now. GG.
Hey, GG. Thank you.
We could all see your face thanks to the tournament layout, and I'm sure feel the pain when you saw that ladder. And,
yeah, it was a very late ladder for where it was.
Was that just something that you just didn't get around to, or is there a death involved? Because I know there was a lot of early overworld deaths.
Yeah, I had a few deaths kind of on my way to that direction, and so then I just kind of went different ways each time I died. So I didn't quite make it there till way too late. Like I was actually before my first death, I was headed there, but then that was when I think it was the blue Riz robes under kind of close to vanilla level 1. They got me, so then I decided to go somewhere different, and then I died again later, and it was a mess at the beginning.
Yeah, you both were in level 7 about the same time, and then it's like Fury's going down. Fury's going down that right hand side, and it's like, or you went down the right hand side first, and it's like, there's a ladder block, there's a dig dogger block, there's another ladder block.
Yes.
And then Fury comes by and checks one, gets the silvers, goes in the next room, it's like clears the dig dogger. It's like, oh, there's a ladder block there too. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it was an adventure.
Yeah, I got quite a bit more fortunate with the order I went in, but the downside to my order is that I pretty much go moded level 2, which had the red ring, I never looked for the white sword item on the raft spot, so I never had anything outside my wood sword. So combat got a little bit sketchy, and then I eventually paid the price on Ganon, and that long walk cost me a little bit of time, but outside level 9, I got pretty lucky through this.
Yeah, overall, it wasn't a hard seed, just I made it hard by not getting the ladder, but once I got the ladder, it was a pretty easy breeze after that.
We didn't mention it earlier, but we definitely were amused by Fury, your take any where you chug and pick up another potion.
Yeah, I decided that with the overworld the way it was, that 1 heart worth of additional HP at that point wasn't going to be that useful for me. I figured I would take a Wizrobe shot and maybe a second one, that'd be it, and I'd have to go start again on the journey, so rather fill all the way up and just take the new potion. Go with that. Then, of course, in level 9, found that heart container and said, well, at this point...
Yeah, that's right. You went into the basement, picked up the heart container in level 9.
Yeah, well, green tunic and wood sword.
Yeah.
I'm pretty confident with my skills, but at that point, I knew that the land mola room that I had seen before was potentially the only staircase over there. And then I saw the other staircase with the land mola in the bottom right corner. I'm like, well, this is just fun, isn't it?
Yeah, that was a 9. For sure. Let's take a look. So we do have some races tomorrow. I don't think the restreams of any of them have been solidified, but keep your eyes peeled in the afternoon tomorrow if you're around, because it looks like there are a couple of Random Effect versus Nerestra and Chestrick versus Spudosaurus are both happening. Oh, and Jamular versus Warpath all kind of in a row. Tomorrow afternoon, I'm sure SpeedGaming will pick up one or all of those, and we'll get to see them tomorrow, so do check that out.
The schedule is pretty packed, though, so there is they do have one slotted, but not assigned to a channel.
Yeah, so I imagine whichever race they can find commentary for, they'll probably get that slot. So I think that you guys have any final thoughts about the seed or the tournament?
Just I enjoy playing. I usually lose, but it's still fun. It's fun. I'm used to it by now.
Yeah, and I mean, this was one of those things where, like, obviously the ladder was kind of the whole seed item progression started with the ladder on the Armos, and the overworld was nasty, and you didn't make it over there in time. And it happens.
That's my fault.
But after that, it's a fun race to watch, and thank you for doing it, and thanks to SpeedGaming for hosting it, and thanks to Kuros for joining me on comment. Thanks again to JLo7 doing the tracking, and I think that'll do it for us for tonight. Thanks for watching, and we will see you soon.
Good night.